I'm not sure I even know where to start. So I'm just going to start. I just want to say, if you're watching this and your response is, if you don't like the show, just don't watch it anymore. I appreciate you watching, but it's now become pretty evident that the reason I'm going to watch this show is to call it out for not being Wheel of Time. Because I don't know what the hell they are doing. So, thank you for your feedback. But I will continue to watch, and I will continue to now make these videos, because this is appalling. And if you like it, I don't know how. If you're a book fan, I don't get it. You're better at separating things than I am, because I can't separate them, because it has Wheel of Time flashed on the screen. All the names of my favorite characters are being said, but none of them show up. You know, that's not fair. Loyal actually showed up. The actor was great. The actor for Loyal actually was great. But you know what? I feel so bad for that guy, because you look at him and you go, I can see it. He sounds just like him. But then you got that thing on his fucking head. What is that thing on his fucking head? Why would you do that? Just give him some ears. Slick back his hair so it's not a poof. What are you doing? And that's not it. I didn't even mean to start on that. But I feel so bad for him in particular, because he does such a good job as Loyal, and they give him nothing, and you just look at him like, what have you done to one of my favorite characters? All the actors, I feel bad for all of them, because they are given shit to work with. These are not the characters from the book. There's shades of it. You get flashes here and there, and then it gets fucked off. Lan has been completely eviscerated in this episode. Lan Dragorian is dead. He's dead. I don't know who this imposter is, but it's not Lan. The first part of the episode we spend with some BS funeral that I don't give a crap about. Maybe somebody else does. I don't. I'd rather see something else that I want to see. So we spend the intro to the video, or the intro to the show, with this freaking, we're supposed to feel sad, I feel nothing. And then we do a 1 month fucking time jump. So you've skipped all this stuff, and then you skip more with the one month time jump. Like, why skip everything if you're just going to jump anyways? Why is this episode called Blood Calls Blood? Why? Do I see any Padden Fane? Anywhere? Have we seen him since the freaking flash of him at the beginning? Where's he at? No Faldara. Why is it called Blood Calls Blood? Because you know it's going to get us book readers interested? This episode has nothing to do with that dark prophecy. It has nothing to do with blood. Fucking Steppen kills himself at the end. That's the only blood you see. Spoilers. I don't care. This is stupid. Who cares about Steppen? Why do I have a whole episode of Steppen grieving and Lan... I'm sorry, Steppen. I'm Lan. What the fuck is... Who is this guy? Moraine is stupid. Why? I was worried about Matt. Matt's leagues better than Moraine. Moraine is freaking stupid. Her eyes and ears are terrible. She has people watching the walls for Rand, Matt, Perrin, and Logain. They'll let her know. The whole episode goes by. Nothing. Loyal in some magical conversation we didn't get to see between Rand and Loyal. Thanks for that, Rafe. I would have liked to see some more conversation between the good actors, and the characters that I love. No, we don't get to have that conversation between Rand and Loyal about Nynaeve being in the White Tower, and Loyal goes and gets it. No, we just skip to that, and Loyal busts in the room, and you put him in the background, and screw him over. So Loyal can find Nynaeve, but Moraine has a whole city of eyes and ears that can't find them or didn't see them come in. My confidence in the Aes Sedai is building. I mean, right after the time jump, what do we get? They go into the city, and who says blood and ashes? Rand. Why the Rand doesn't? Matt's standing right next to him. Matt's the one that does all the cursing. Why would Rand say blood and ashes, especially with Matt right fucking next to him? He's standing right there. Have Matt say it. Rand does not do that. And then you take the Camelin scene, and fine, you put it in there. It's just a waste of what the potential that you had with the original walk of Logain through Camelin, but you have the Tar Valon one instead of the Camelin one, where you get all the character building between Rand and Elaine and Gowan and all that. You just lose that. Great. So we're not getting that either. Fantastic. What else? And then we get the misdirect. Another misdirect because, because there's no people that know who the dragon is. So we're going to spend this whole season pretending we don't know who the dragon is. Spoilers, the Dragon Reborn is Rand al'Thor. The Dragon Reborn is Rand al'Thor. Okay, now we can stop wasting time with all these bullshit misdirects. You're supposed to think that Logain is looking at Matt because the camera pans into Matt. Ooh, Matt. It's not Matt. He's laughing at Rand because he knows. And second of all, it doesn't make sense because he's cut off from the one power. He shouldn't sense Rand anymore. Hello? 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 I thought we read the books. Logain should not see shit. We don't get Rand's fever. We don't get Matt and Rand helping each other be sick and getting each other through it. Nope, we don't get that. We skip that in a 1 month time jump to get to more Tar Valon BS politics. I am happy to see that Perrin is now Perrin Hulk. When he gets really angry, his eyes turn yellow. What the? Just do it. Just give. Like, if you want him to snap and his eyes go yellow, fine. But don't do this activate yellow eyes bullshit. Just commit. Just commit. And why can't we have some sort of creativity where we can hear Perrin talking to the wolves, for fuck's sake? Like, why? Why can't we figure that out? And then Emin Valda I actually like the actor, but it's hard to get around those shitty outfits. And then the hand chopping thing. So hand chopping off confirmed. But what stops them from channeling you into oblivion before you chop their hands off? Is there anything? Are you going to divulge that secret to us, or are we just supposed to sit there going, "Oh, this doesn't make sense"? That an Aes Sedai gets captured by a Whitecloak because she could just nuke them. If she feels threatened and her life's at risk, she could just light them on fire. So what are we talking about here? Like, it's just dumb. I have no belief that a Whitecloak could get close to an Aes Sedai right now and threaten their lives. Close enough to cut off their hands. And they even say it doesn't matter if you cut their hands off. It doesn't matter. So why does cutting their hands off do shit? They contradict themselves and say, does Valda believe they're just lying and that cutting their hands off does it? That's just some bullshit setup for something else that's going to happen later. Whose hands are they going to chop off and have the handless channeler? I don't frickin' know. But it just... The actors are putting in the work. They're putting in the work, and the script is letting them down. It's the worst part of the whole thing. The actors are good. You know what? For the most part, I'm believing that all of them could be in their roles. I believe that I can start. I can picture them in the book scenes actually acting the good stuff instead of this drivel, this imposter of a show that we've gotten. It made me physically angry. I think I stood up and yelled. No, I didn't yell at the screen, but I stood up and I got physically upset when all of a sudden Perrin's axe stuff started coming in. We start putting emphasis on Perrin's axe, that little wood chipping axe that he frickin' killed his fake wife with. All of a sudden we're trying to put emphasis on that to make it important. If you did it correctly, it would make sense. I am so tired. Oh my god. It is just another blatant show of we have to get this into the show because the fans are expecting it. Instead of writing it the right way, that's not his axe. I'm sorry. You can try and make it that. But now you've given it a false reason for being important to Perrin. You haven't shown at all that blacksmithing is important to Perrin. So Perrin's character is completely different. Perrin is not Perrin. Perrin is Hulk Perrin. Perrin Smash. I'm angry. Come wolves. You know, he just watches the wolf eat. Egwene knows now that something's up with Perrin because, you know, the wolves aren't going to hurt you. Don't worry. Don't worry. The tinker part was actually one of the best parts of the episode. I believe they would do that. And I believe they would also get their asses kicked like they did. So well done. Well done. Showing that the way of the leaf is bullshit. I know I'm missing a bunch, but this isn't a review. This is just a snap reaction. I will do a review. And it's going to probably be long. Because there's so much wrong with actually both of these episodes, 4 and 5, in my opinion. There's a lot of people that I've been seeing going, oh, 4 is not bad, 4 is pretty good. I don't think so. I disagree. But that's your prerogative, my prerogative. That you know, some people are doing a better time, I guess, separating this from the books. But my problem is it's not even a good show. Even if you're separating it from the books, it's not a good show. So what is there to like? The show is not good. So not only have you not made a good book adaptation, you haven't made a good show. It's not. It does. Half the stuff doesn't make sense in it. It's just stuff happening. And I would almost guarantee the bulk of your watchers have read the book. So please dispense with all this misdirection bullshit on who the dragon is and just absorb the content that's been given to you in the books and put it on the screen. Like that's what we want. That's what we wanted. You can embellish here and there, like I've said, with Elias and Dane. Oh, wait, Dane Bornhold? Oh, sorry, he's dead. He's not dead. His whole freaking existence was wiped off the map. Just like Elias, just like Mordeth. No steading scene with Perrin to make the white. What they just picked him up because of the happen chance meeting in the forest. That's why the Whitecloaks went after Perrin and Egwene instead of hunting them down because Perrin killed one. What sounds better to you? That Perrin had a moment with his axe and sliced some Whitecloaks in two. So the Whitecloaks hate him, or they just saw him on the road and yeah, let's get those guys because I don't know, because I've seen them twice now. Let's get them. How did I and he just picks them out like Em and Valda must have the greatest memory ever. They're way back in the line of Tinkers, and he just picks them out and goes, "Stop, give me those two." I didn't even fucking think about that before. And Egwene, I can already tell, Egwene is, they're all, I would assume at this point, they're all just going to teach themselves how to channel. There's going to be no teaching involved. It's just going to be, we figure it out on our own. Because Egwene just figured it out on her own, how to channel. Which I guess is not the biggest deal because she does some of that in the books. I don't like that she flicked some fire right through Eminvalda's belly and didn't burn him to death. And it just goes around him to burn the ropes because that's what we need burnt. It didn't really I know what they were going for with the, oh, haha, she tried, she couldn't do it, but no, I'm smarter than you, I burned the ropes shit. That's what we were going for, and I didn't buy it. If you bought it, I'm glad you bought it, I guess. No, I'm not glad you bought it, because I wish you would see this shit for what it is. It's shit. In my opinion. I guess I have to state that, because you know what? Everybody doesn't think the same way I do. I don't understand why this is on screen. Why we made these choices. I mean, again, this whole episode is not book stuff at all. It's all new. So we're off in new territory. I thought we were trying to. It's not it. And then we got and I saved the best for last for this, because I'm going to do a full review on this. And I know, like I said, I'm sure there are moments I've missed. I'm sure there's stuff I've missed that is just egregious and terrible. I'm sick. Why are we spending so much damn time with the warders? Why? Yes, I know. Alana's warders are gay. Good for them. I don't care. Can we move on? Steppen should have just gone into a battle rage and gone off slicing through Logain's army and took one in the head or something. Steppen all wrapped up. His Aes Sedai goes down. He goes into a battle rage to avenge her death. All done. But instead we get this full waste of time episode following warders around. Steppen is just he's depressed because his Aes Sedai died. Yes, that's fine. But we have a whole episode of it, and in the frickin' process we destroy Lan. We were all so wrong thinking. We all saw the scene from the previews of Lan having a frickin' goddamn breakdown. And we're all like, well, maybe that's got to be a flashback to Moraine's raising to the shawl. That's got to Nope. That's current day Lan showing just crying. Lan is crying and shouting. Lan. Lan. No. Whatever the hell this guy is, and again, I think I feel bad for the actor, because I think the actor could actually play the character, but I don't know what character this is. It's not Lan. Lan has just this episode, he shows more emotion than Lan shows in the whole book. That is not Lan. It's just not. The only one he shows any emotion towards is Nynaeve. That's it. And all this hand holding with Moraine, I don't understand. Like they've confused Moraine and Lan's relationship so much. I don't know what they are. Are they supposed to be lovers too? Because it's confusing. Are they just their bond so deep that they're just not doing a good job of translating it all? I'm so confused at what they're trying to do with Lan and Moraine, and it's not working. It's not working what they're doing. Because they're putting too much emotion. I mean, I know they care for each other deeply as in the bond order relationship. They've gone through some shit. They're dedicated to each other. But the way that it is shown does not translate. It looks like they're freaking in a relationship. Which I guess they sort of are, but do you understand what I'm saying with that? I don't know. It's not the worst thing. It's just annoying, because I think every time they have this little emotional scene together where they're holding each other's hand and looking deeply into each other's eyes, I feel like they're just gonna get in the bed and get going. Maybe I'm the only one that feels that way, but I'm just waiting for a scene where they just rip off their clothes and go for it. Which would be an abomination as well. This whole episode is an abomination. It shouldn't exist. And the fact they called it Blood Calls Blood is even worse. And I forgot about this. Hey, guys, whose nickname is the father of lies? Is it Ishmael? No. Ishmael's name, one of his nicknames, it's not even one of his nicknames. Ishmael has a lot of nicknames. That's not one of them. The father of lies is the Dark One, you fucking morons. Ishmael is the betrayer of hope. You have read the books? Fucking turnip. Jesus Christ. Like, how do you even get their nicknames wrong? The Dark One is the father of lies. I thought I was done with this, but it just popped into my head. They can't even get the frickin' titles right. The betrayer of hope is cooler than the father of lies. Use the betrayer of hope. Ishmael is the betrayer of hope. How do you get that wrong? Why do you get that wrong? I don't understand. I am almost at the point where I don't believe that they read the books. Where are all the people that are supposed to be giving feedback on these episodes going, we've gone terribly wrong here, maybe we should start over? Where is it? I think I've popped a blood vessel. What is going on? This is not what we should be seeing. And you know what? It sounds bad, but I'm at the point where I almost feel like I'm hate watching. I think I'm there. I think I'm hate watching. And you know why I'm going to continue to do this? Is because I don't want people to think this is the Wheel of Time. Because this is doing an incredible disservice to Robert Jordan's world. And I know somebody out there, if you've made it this far, is going to say, oh, you're overreacting. I'm not. I am not overreacting. It is a fucking abomination, shame, and they should be freaking so embarrassed and ashamed that this is what they've done. And there's 3 more episodes to go in this damn season. We know we're getting Fall Dara in there somewhere. I bet you $20, 20 hypothetical dollars, since I can't give you guys money, that Moraine is the one that walks them through the Waygate. It's not going to be Loyal. Loyal's just going to go with him because, I don't know, because we like Loyal, so we have to have him on the screen. 20 hypothetical dollars, Moraine walks him through the Waygate. Why? I have no idea. why are they going to Fall Dara now? We haven't, whatever. That's for, I don't know. But guys, gals, whoever's watching, Dragonsworn, unite. Dragonsworn, unite under the banner of the dragon. We must fight for him. We must fight for Robert Jordan's legacy. It's a sad day. I am the prophet. All hail the Lord Dragon. Defend his name. We'll see you next time.